Now I'm just going to discuss on all the features that we have on this. There is also very similar to how we are creating our calendar and all. You can create a production exception. Again, I'm not too clear on the real-time use of this, so now I'm just covering the capabilities of the application. So here we are create an exception to either your work center or to your work area. Like there could be that there is a ad hoc exception which is impacting the whole work area or the work center. So here you can, or a particular resource. They've again, which is impacting your production lines. So here again, you can just create a work area. And in that work area, if you want to say that certain work orders which are operated, you can add them here. So like I said, I didn't understand the real use of it when we already have the shift and the resource exceptions that we are creating. So all I understand is like shift exceptions and all are those timing exceptions which are impacting your calendar. Probably this is just to one particular work area, work center, or a group of resource.
This is for specific work order.
Yeah.
Specific work orders maybe.
Yeah, where you can just create that for these are the impacted work orders. So if you want to just create an exception to the entire work area, you can just create like this and save it. And if you want to include that they are not all the work orders which are impacted but only a certain set, you can include it here. So basically all the features that I'm discussing now are most of these are added very newly. Okay, some of them like orderless and all, but added a couple of releases before.
These exceptions are only information, or it got any impact?
No, it has got an impact because it will delay your completion for the work order. It will impact those dates. It will update the right dates. So this is not just for information or exception. This is going to impact your completion dates. And this will be taken into account and probably, I guess, update your work order dates already.
Completion dates and all. Okay.
Okay, but this is like I found it very similar to creating a resource exception and a shift exception. Okay, let me just keep referring to the PPT and going. Then report operation transactions. This is what we were talking also, but I know we were talking from every work order point of view. Why don't I see report operation transactions? I think that's the concern I had over there. No.
Do it need to be configured or what?
That is the one you said it's in completion details, right? In complete with details.
So in complete details, it is per work order. So let me just show you report material transactions. Here you can do for like anything. Like I don't know, these are all new UIs, so I'm a little.
If the supply type is full, then you are going to do this push. For supply type push, you are going to do this.
For supply type as push.
Yes.
I really don't know if it's not going to include them here. But here it's reporting material. Yeah, we are transacting for every material here. And right now we have chosen the operation also, I think, when we were choosing that, right?
Yeah. Basically, it is either that or you wanted to give excess material due to some problems, then you can issue. Yeah.
So in that complete with details, we surely used to have that. Like I said, I don't know if they've removed it from there and kept it here. But there it surely used to be there. And why do I think this is just normally they don't remove such stark things from the UI. So I think over there it's surely there, but here it's individual where you just want to report a material transaction or a resource transaction individually.
Right.
Okay, and there should also be a report operation transaction. I don't know why I don't see it.
So is it R13 the scanning is enabled?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that is actually good feature. Lot of
What is enabled?
The scanning, where you can scan the serial numbers.
So you need to attach a scanning equipment to your laptop,
Actually not.
a barcode scanner to the laptop, and have some software interface.
It is a tethered scanner, yeah.
Actually, we don't need any software and all, because the barcode scanner directly scans the your serial number into this field. But the only annoying thing is they have to keep coming here, like I have to come and select this checkbox for it to scan. So one of my customers was not too happy, where they have to come here, ensure the checkbox is selected, then only hit the scan.
Right.
And then the serial number gets recorded. Then for the next line, again come here. Manually you have to put the cursor here. So they just wanted to, scan 10 materials in one go.
Yeah, this is not a substitute for the MSC application, mobile supply chain application.
No. It is just a tethered scanner, I think. Instead of manual entry, they're scanning the barcode on the pixel or something. Right?
Right.
Dipti, when you implemented the pixel got barcodes?
We did not. Yeah, in the Pixlip and in the work order completions, we used to have the barcode.
Okay. Or right on the package of what you should, the component you should.
So Deepti, the actual floor people is the one executing this one, right? So they should have a desktop, not the guns, right? Mobile scanners.
You can have those hand scanners that you have. I don't know if I answered your question. I'm sorry.
There are hand scanners which interface to the laptop. Yeah.
I think with cloud they may have the iPad kind of a thing, is that right?
No. A regular scanner works and you don't need any new software addition or nothing. When the scanner reads the text, it just needed to add a font. So even in the scanner, we had actually tested this. Even if first we tried it out in Excel. So we just scanned the barcode from some label, and even in the Excel it's giving you the right serial number. So here also you just need nothing. You just need your scanner. It could be a wireless scanner, it could be a wired scanner, and you just need to scan the barcode. That's it, nothing else.
Okay.
No. My question is how that guy get the screen access?
No, he has to open the screen, right?
Come again?
He has to open the screen on his desktop or laptop or whatever.
So the production operators do have access to this, where the production operators will complete the work orders, not only supervisors.
So production operator first to move the inventory, then come back to the desktop station, then process that?
No. So typically you may have a planner or some scheduler sitting there, and he is given this paperwork in which all these are done, and then he will use that and maybe scan the pick list and then do that. So someone else will do it. Normally the production operator may not be the one who does this.
No.
Because he's not going to spend his time on opening up a laptop and keeping it on. Supervisor may do it, or a planner or a scheduler or someone may do that.
Dilip, in Alcova, each operator got a system. They do that.
Yeah. I mean, the implementation I did, every operator had their system, and they would do it on a particular screen. They would open some screen, like earlier they would open their legacy screen, and after post fusion. But what they didn't like was the operator will scan. He has to come to the machine and then put this click here, select this checkbox. That was what my customer was unhappy with, because what they do is in their legacy application, which was like a custom application even at their end, if they scan, what it did was it automatically added the serial number and moved on to the next line, and it was ready to scan again. So they want something like that. They just said, we want scan. We don't want to scan, come here, move your cursor, then scan, move your cursor. So that was what they were unhappy with. And then they showed
maybe this form Oracle needs to improve by putting the cursor back to the field automatically. If they did that, then it worked actually. It would work that way.
Yeah. So we had that was on the one of the on-premise versions of the Fusion Cloud itself. So we that one didn't have a proper manufacturing page. We developed a new page to do that scan and record and a new line. So that was also a very interesting development.
Dipti, a quick question. I don't know. I have seen a lot of people. They check in. Each operator will check in and check out for these operations and all. Do you have that ability here, or how is that, or no?
What does it mean to check in and check out?
That captures the actual operation time. Whatever you have in routing or work definition is a planned time. So what they do is they check in, check out. If they go for lunch break, coffee break, they check out of the machine.
No, those are modules like AutoTime, and there are third-party softwares for that. This is not an entire software. This is just a limited functioning they have given for one field. So let's not expect everything from this.
No, I'm just asking her if she has seen that. No, I know
I
that.
have not. No, I have not.
Okay. That's fine. More.
But when that operation completion, what I used to see, there we had an operation completion start time and an end time. You know, that was there. The train like thing which I'm unable to find now,
Right,
where you report the operations, that had a start time and an end time.
Oh,
So
that's great. Then it got integration with the actual completion time. Correct. Got it.
so yeah, so that would like how we saw the dispatch list would have train like here operation 10, and then you would move to 20, and every operation would had its time captured. I think no, it didn't have a train. It had one below the other. Like operation 10 would come here, then 20 would come in the next line, and then 30 would come in the next line. So every operation you had, and you could have the material also scrap, reject, everything.
Got it.
I don't know why. Either the UI has changed or I'm not able to find it, but that feature is surely there.
That means that feature is there. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's okay. We can understand that. Don't worry too much about it. Yeah.
Let's move on then.
Okay. Next is similarly how you can report operation transactions and material transactions. So material transactions, if you select, you have two options. Okay, we are right now on the material transactions page itself. Whether this is an issue transaction or whether this is a return to the inventory. So you can just enter here when you're transacting your material. Similarly, resource transactions, and in the resource transactions, whether you're manually charging the resources to that operation or reversing the charges. So you could create a work order where you just want to reverse the resource transactions because you overcharged a resource, something like that.
This is what we spoke about just now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And there is also the orderless completion, what we had discussed earlier. Sorry, I did the orderless return, sorry. But it's very similar.
What is orderless return?
Where you want to return some material back to the inventory.
From where?
From your assembled item. From like suppose you had a repair work or a transaction.
From my work order?
It's work orderless.
But from an assembly.
Got it. But when during this operation can be done during the progression of work, am I right? Work order.
No,
This
it's
is
work orderless. It's
Yeah.
work orderless.
Okay.
So this is the return is probably not easily understood, but we'll have to figure it out.
But yeah, it's the same of orderless completion. It's the reverse of that wherein you want to, like you have deassembled something, I'm guessing, and then putting it back to the inventory.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll have to
So
try that
this
out.
is the
Okay.
this is the orderless where you put your item and what you want to do. You want to complete it or you want to scrap it. Then go to the next. This is for the Blackfish of material. This is from the BOM of this FG, and then what resources we are transacting. What
Okay,
resources?
so it will use the BOM and work definition.
Yes, it's using the item structure, the BOM.
Right.
Okay, and then we just want to
Oh,
save.
For orderless also uses the work structure and routing
Yeah.
It is using, yeah,
is optional.
yeah. It is going to use your item structure for sure. I think it first looks at the work definition. If the work definition doesn't exist, it looks at the item structure. And that's what happens even with Phantom. Like I did not speak about Phantom when we were talking about ATO models. Like if you have a Phantom item in your BOM and the supply type in your operation, you decide to keep it as Phantom. What the system does is it looks for the work definition of the Phantom. So every Phantom item also will have a work definition. It will look for this is called BOM explosion, right? So it looks for the Phantom's work definition and explodes that work definition into that operation. And in our plant parameters, I will show you, we have that setup whether we decide to explode the Phantom only for materials or only for materials and material and resources. See, Phantom operation inheritance. So if the operation supply type is Phantom, do you want to inherit the material? Do you want to inherit the material and resources from the work definition of the Phantom?
To the components,
to that particular operation. So in an ATO, inside a big ATO, there is some Phantom item also, and the supply type you have kept as Phantom. So when the system comes to that operation, when it starts looking at where the supply is coming from, it explodes the BOM of the Phantom based on the setup that you have given here.
And adds those operations. Mm-hmm.
Correct. And if there's no work definition for the Phantom, if you didn't create a work definition for the Phantom, it looks at the structure of the Phantom. That is, it refers to the BOM, the item
Material.
structure.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
And add those materials.
Yes.
Yeah.
And based on this setup, whether it will add only the material or material and resources if you have a work definition for the Phantom. So this is like, remember I was telling you how process manufacturing is enabled in this very recent release. So I haven't seen any capability, but yes, there's some support for process manufacturing.
So the Phantoms are, the behavior of Phantom is defined at plant level. So you cannot have that behavior for individual item level?
No, it's not at plant level. This is just the explosion. See, Phantom is going to behave like what a Phantom item is. But if you include the supply type as Phantom, there is a supply type, the push-pull. If you include it as Phantom, what the system does is it looks for the work definition. So like a good practice, if you want, if you have, create a work definition. If not, it will look at the item structure.
Phantom is an operation. Okay.
Okay. We did this orderless completion. Pick materials for work order. This is a schedule process which picks the material for the work orders that are in release status, and it initiates the movement request.
Do we have this Dilip in EBS?
What? What?
This Phantom.
Of course, yes. It's the same way. There's no change.
Phantom operation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have same facility at org level. Again, you have the same option at the org level. So there's no change.
Okay.
Yeah, the Phantom feature I know is direct from the EBS.
I have not used it.
Okay. Now this is pick materials for work order. So additionally, you can come here and just run this job to have a pick the materials for a particular work order that you want. Okay, this is not for a particular, it's just for all the work orders. So this is also typically like you can schedule the job. Pick work order only if all eligible materials are available.
So sorry. So this is submitting a request, right?
Yeah, this is going to submit a request. So
there is no work order.
Yeah, there's no work
parameter
order.
for work order. Can't I release it for a specific work order?
That's what it looks like. There isn't.
Wow.
What is it? This is a pick slip?
This is just this whole.
This is a pick release. It's a pick release, but I thought we should be able to do it for a specific work order.
Oh man,
Exactly.
no, nobody will do this. There should be a scheduled ship date. A lot of options need to be there.
Yeah. Many options are required. Right.
This one
Even-
was yesterday.
Even
Advanced
I
will
was
be
very
correct.
surprised. No, but the advance
No,
is
but
only to
click on
schedule.
click on the schedule tab. Yeah.
No, this is only to schedule this job. That I
Oh.
wanted to show you that. So if you want to schedule, like most probably most of our jobs we schedule, right? So any job, there are many scheduled jobs you'll encounter in your whole implementation. Even the job that we ran, transfer production cost from costing, you have to click on the advanced, go to schedule, and here like okay, as
Yeah,
soon as
that's for the
possible. It's
request.
telling us.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just like what is the frequency you want to run, what is the start date, end date.
Oh man.
So
Well,
the,
these parameters are clearly insufficient.
yeah, even when I saw this, I was very surprised that why is there no work order here?
Right.
Or
No,
record
this is rigorous.
minimum. Yeah, scheduled ship dates from to. Otherwise, it won't be useful.
So